So she's walking up the hill at a constant rate. And how tall is this hill? We don't know. What do you think would be a good height?
5 feet.
5 feet?
Yep.
That might be a pitcher's mound. No, it's at 5 feet's too tall for a pitcher's mound, but probably let's say 50 feet or something like that. 50, 100 feet. I'm thinking of a football field, 300 feet across, 100 yards. Even 50 feet might be a little short, but we could say 50 feet. 50 feet. Then the middle there, that's 25. And if I mark this off, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And she's walking at a constant rate, so what's happening, her height above street level, that should be some sort of straight line if she's going at a constant rate. How long did it take her to do that? Maybe 1 minute? If we're talking minutes? Maybe 2 minutes? You decide.
Well, if the 50 feet is as tall as the hill, she slows down gradually when she gets to the top.
Yep.
Does that mean that you're going to change that?
I'm about to change it, yes. I'm about to change the angle. And so it may be taller than 50 feet because I've almost gone to the 50-foot mark. Yeah, when I said, okay, so what happens, she slows down gradually. So she's going to slow down here, and it'll curve a bit. So my heel is now...
Why would it curve? Wouldn't it just be not as...
Well, she slows down gradually. As I read that, I'm thinking over the time she's starting to walk slower and slower. The gradually makes me curve it. If it just said she slowed down, then it would be not as steep, and I could do a straight line. She slows down, but she's still walking at a constant rate, would be a straight line. But she slowed down, and now my heel is about 60 or so feet. And if I say she walked up the hill and that was 2 minutes or 1 minute, let's say 1 minute, and then she slows down, that took her, well, I guess that's around 2. That's a little bit less than 2, but I put 2. What does she do when she gets to the top? She stops to rest. So I'm thinking she's sitting down somewhere. She stopped to rest. What about her height above street level? It's constant. That would be a horizontal line for however long she's resting. I'm going to put her resting for 2 minutes. So that would take her to the 4-minute mark. After she rests, then she does what? Runs at a very rapid increasing rate. Now, if I drew a straight line, that would be a constant rate. This is an increasing rate. Yes?
Is that line like at the 50 or slightly above it?
It's slightly above 50.
And why is, if that's at the top, that's 50?
Well, I went above 50, so the hill grew a little bit.
Just to fit your
Just drew the
drawing.
line.
Just to fit my line.
Okay, just
Yes.
to make sure I'm not, okay.
Yes,
You
yes.
didn't really need the numbers and the height of the thing, because all the ones that you gave us on this graph, like, you just kind of dropped.
They might not, we might make up our own numbers there. Yes.
On the best.
So you could make up numbers. You could, that's a tough question for me to answer. It would depend what the directions say in the problem. for this one, I like to make up numbers. I like to think about what units make sense, because these are things you cover with your kids. What units make
Do
sense?
you want numbers on a test?
If the test says give numbers, then give numbers. Okay. And the test might give you things like time in hours, in minutes, in seconds. So then you could you could generate the units from that. On this problem, she starts running very rapidly at an increasing rate. What does that look like? Going down, getting faster and faster, steeper and steeper. And it looks like maybe she took a minute, maybe less, to run down the hill. I'll put 5 minutes right there. So, well, it's my units are not very well spaced out there.
But I'm thinking of
So
it
if
about
we did it
minutes.
straight instead of curved, it'd be considered wrong.
Well, it says rapidly increasing rate, so that should be curved.
So like the first curve.
Oh, this part. This is the constant rate.
Your phone can't see your phone's in the way.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Okay, there's the constant rate. And then here is her slowing down.
So if we would have done that straight, it would be wrong.
Well, it says slowing down gradually. So that should be curved.
So that's not a constant rate, so it can't be straight.
Correct. That's not a constant rate. This is the rest. This is her running and getting faster and faster.
Slow down, rest, right?
Now,
That should be for like 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
you're right. You know why? Because look, she walked up the hill. It took her a minute. How is she running down faster and faster and it took her another minute? So this should probably be 4 point something. 4 point, you want to do 5? 4.5, 4 minutes and 30 seconds.